I grew up wanting a way out. Football was the answer. I was good, not good enough for the pros. 23 years old, jobless, hopeless, $7 to my name. Then I decided I was gonna make something of myself. Didn't know how or when, but I knew one thing. When your back's against the wall, the only way out is to put the work in.
I had a dream, and that dream was to play professional football. I fell in love with the game of football, played at University of Miami. We had great teams. We won a national championship. My goal was to play in the NFL. Again, because we didn't have a lot of money, so I wanted to be the first one to buy my parents a house, buy myself a house. I never lived in a house until I was 29 years old. And the dream didn't come true. I didn't get drafted. I didn't get any offers, nothing. I had to work up in Canada at the Canadian Football League. And when I was cut, when I was cut from there, I had, my dad had to come pick me up. And I'll never forget, we were on I-75. He lived in Tampa, came to Miami, got in his pickup truck. We drove up I-75. And I'm 23 years old. I am forced to move back in with my parents, which was, you know, because you want to tackle the world and you have all these dreams, and none of it came true. And it was also hard because all my friends around me, those teammates, they were NFL stars and they became millionaires buying their parents a home. You know, that's the thing, you want to buy your mom a home. So I said, I wonder how much money I have. And I took out my wallet and I had a 5, a 1, and some change, and at least I rounded up. I'm optimistic. So I thought, oh, I have $7. And now everything, my production company and all marketing, everything is $7.
Yeah, and I love that because I believe that everything that is happening to us is happening to lead us to whatever is the greater moment. And so remembering the $7 and now turning your entire company empire into $7 Productions.
So how do you make it? How do you overcome the odds? There's Natasha's way. Be shy, focus on yourself, till they focus on you. Or Juana's way.
Why be one champ when I want to be two?
Be like Yusra. Let nothing
Syrian refugee pulls boat to safety.
destroy your dreams.
Screw fate.
Or maybe you beat doubt one step at a time, like Johnny.
Come on down a little further.
What about Zoe? Never satisfied. Not with trophies or stunts. Then there's Dennis. Work with what you got to get what you don't. Or you could be like me. Dream of pro football, get hurt, dream over. Find yourself with just $7 in your pocket. So how did I get here? By being the hardest worker in the room. So I don't see failure when it comes to like a box office win or loss or anything like that. I don't measure things in that way anymore, because you just know that when it comes to box office, you know, there's so much pressure and attention put on the opening weekend. And the opening weekend is important. Here domestically, which a lot is judged on. But these are global movies, and they play around the world. And here in the US, this is one market. And then there's the UK, and then there's Germany, then there's Asia, and everywhere else around the world. So there's a long tail to that never gets reported, and that's why I don't worry about, oh, this is what it opened to on the weekend of this.
Right.
No. These days for me, I love this question, these days for me, where I'm at in my life, failure is measured by me as a human being, and me as a man, me as a father. I got 3 daughters, various ages, 20s, 8, 6, all girls. So I find myself these days being more reflective and contemplative about being a dad and a man, and especially because I grew up and I had a complicated relationship with my own man. But I learned so much from him, but also a lot of the stuff that I didn't want to be and I don't, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
As we've all gone through that. So I measure in that way, in terms of failure. And what I also did, man, I understood the value of not calling it a failure and just calling it a lesson. And I just realized that, our brain is always listening to us. So when we say stuff like, oh man, I really fucked up, or this thing happened, and I'm this or I'm that, it gets in there.
Yeah. It's hard to get it out too.
Yeah.
Today is a new opportunity to chase a dream. It's not going to be easy. We may not be up to the task. We may not feel tough enough, good enough, or that we can ever achieve greatness. But this is why we grind. We must find joy in it, because what we work for is what we become. And when we put every last ounce of sweat, grit, and toughness into whatever challenge lies in front of us, we build something inside that's stronger than iron.
What do you think is the relationship, if any, between success and sacrifice?
They go hand in hand. I think one can't be achieved without the other, because I've found in life is, in order to succeed at whatever it is that you want to succeed, you're gonna have to sacrifice some stuff.
Yeah.
And I think especially if you're in a job that requires you to be away, on the road, travel, and especially in entertainment and in sports too as well. And those are two places that I've gone back and forth with for many, many years. So I feel like, there's a lot of sacrifice that happens when you're trying to climb the mountain and you're trying to climb that ladder and you're trying to do the thing, your North Star, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Have you found that?
Yes, I think there's a clear correlation between sacrifice and success. And you said it more eloquently than I could, but I don't think you can be successful without sacrificing in some capacity.
Yeah.
Whether it's time with family or time to have fun. Like, shit's got to get sacrificed in order to...
Got to get sacrificed.
Yeah, and then in your words, you don't want to just get to the mountaintop, you want to build more mountain.
Build more mountain, man, yeah. But I also think that the key is acknowledging that, okay, I'm sacrificing some things, so let me be a little bit more present. One of the keys to that is just acknowledging that you're sacrificing things, and what I found for me is what's helped is realizing, okay, I am sacrificing a lot of stuff here, and it's just allowed me then to be more present.
Yeah.
With where I needed to be, at home with the babies, as a father, man, etc. Well, I think what it means to be a man is to be accountable, is to be accountable and stand up to the mistakes you've made. It's okay to fuck up. It happens to all of us. And be open, rip yourself open, be vulnerable. I've been there, we've all been there. The benefit of doing something like that is on the other side of that usually is some sort of progress, and how important that is. It's also, in my opinion, a quality of being a man is doing what you say you're gonna do and taking matters into your own hands sometimes, but if you look somebody in the eye, you shake their hand, you give them a hug, or you give them your word, it's important to do it, or do your best to see it through.
Shattering expectations, unlocking potential, succeeding in ways no one thought was possible. I'm not talking about pro athletes. I'm talking about you.
It's a great feeling to get in the gym in the morning, set a goal, and leave the gym knowing you accomplished it. Because at the end of the day, it's never too early or too late to get after your goals. And once you start that first step and you take that action, that's going to be what creates the momentum. And once you get that momentum going, then you're off to the races.
What I eat, so let's dig in. Here's what my current approach to eating looks like. If I like it, well, I'm gonna eat it. I am a real creature of habit when it comes to my diet. I usually eat the same thing every day for days and weeks and months. It's very consistent, it's very boring. It's also extremely disciplined, and that's something that I picked up from my old man, who was a hardcore gym fanatic. He was one of the first professional wrestlers who had a bodybuilder's body. So he taught me very early on not to eat to please the tongue, but eat to nourish the body. He taught me that when I was 5. It's probably why I need therapy. Well, the piece of advice I would give to somebody who's reckoning with a difficult past is that it's exactly that. It is the past. And we've all been there. We all have challenges from our past. We have demons from our past, some bigger than others. And the good news is you have an opportunity to influence and direct your future. You have an opportunity to influence your right now. And while the past that you had gone through may be challenging and difficult, may be embarrassing, you can't hide from it, you can't erase it, you can learn from it, and you can help influence other people from it too as well.